Right now on 27 News at 5, strong storms are headed toward Wisconsin. We're tracking who could see them and when.
Plus, state Republican lawmakers make a second visit to Fort McCoy as base officials accommodate thousands of Afghan refugees.
Superintendent, yes, I am recommending that we move forward with a mandate for vaccination.
And the largest school district in the area weighs the vaccine requirement for its staff.
We've got you covered. This is 27 News at 5, voted Best Evening Newscast.
It has been a summer of very active weather. We started off the day with thunderstorms. Take a look at that lightning out there. All this heat and humidity making for perfect conditions. And we are not done yet. Storms are just northwest of us. This is a live look at the interstate near Black River Falls. But how far south will that rain move? That's the question. It could be a wet start to the weekend for some of us.
And we're kicking things off with Chief Meteorologist John Ziegler. So who could be getting rain?
Yeah, well, we got another night. We had the severe storms that were happening early in the morning. Now, for some of us, I actually think that is going to keep us quiet tonight. Wherever you had that severe thunderstorm in the morning, that helps us out, always does. But I will tell you that the storms that are going are quickly becoming severe. We had one develop just near Fond du Lac and just south of Fond du Lac, and that one's going to move over towards Port Washington and Sheboygan area. That's a severe storm. We do have a tornado warning on a storm in northern Iowa. Now, this line of storms is forecasted to track in our viewing area, so you can see the slight risk is really the main concern tonight, and you can see that areas like Madison Northwest is where I really think we're going to see this. So the question is, are these storms going to make it there? Because you can see it tracking maybe towards Richland Center or over Mauston, even Portage, and that is a tornado warning and a severe thunderstorm warning. So we're going to have to track this all out tonight. I'll let you know exactly who's in the path. Talk about a very hot Saturday in your full forecast.
All right, John, thank you. We'll see you in a bit. As these storms move in, make sure you have the 27 Storm Track weather app by your side. It'll keep you updated on where the worst of the weather is by sending an alert right to your screen. The U.S. is moving forward with evacuations in Afghanistan with just 4 days until the troop withdrawal deadline.
President Biden's national security team says there's an ongoing terror threat in Kabul after a suicide bombing yesterday. At least 13 American service members were killed in the attack, including 11 Marines, 1 Navy medic, and 1 Army soldier. The Pentagon says just one ISIS-K suicide bomber carried out that attack, and officials say the threat is not over.
The national security team the president met with this morning advised the president and vice president that another terror attack in Kabul is likely. And they are taking maximum force protection measures at the Kabul airport and its surrounding areas with our forces as a result.
More than 160 Afghans were killed. The Pentagon says more than 5,400 people are still inside the airport waiting for flights to get out of the country. Officials are working to increase the number of refugees the U.S. can house.
So today, our total capacity at these 4 installations is approximately 21,000 and growing. We're steadily working to increase capacity to the 50,000 number by September 15th.
Right now, 4 military bases are housing refugees in Virginia, Texas, New Jersey, and Wisconsin. Officials say several thousand refugees are at Fort McCoy in western Wisconsin right now.
They started arriving at the base for temporary housing over the weekend. Republican lawmakers are there to see how the process is playing out. It's the second visit this week. U.S. Senator Ron Johnson met with base officials on Wednesday. Today, Wisconsin's House delegation was briefed on operations. Ward Jollis is there, and he's got you covered on what they're learning.
For the Wisconsin representatives that toured Fort McCoy, they said their biggest takeaway right now is that these refugees are being taken care of here at the facility, and there are thousands more likely on the way within the next few days. Representatives also met with officials here at the fort earlier who gave them a quick briefing on the situation. They said the fort is currently housing 2,000 refugees, and that number could climb to 3,000 by the end of the day today. There's still a lot of space, though. The fort can hold up to 10,000 refugees at a time. The congressman also said none of the refugees here have special immigrant visas yet, but are in the process of getting them.
And maybe because they went through the first referral, someone who had worked with them, an American citizen, an American soldier, American Marine, vouched for them. They were midway through that process, and that got them on the bird out of Afghanistan. But our understanding is that nobody has come through the gates here at Fort McCoy that is an SIV holder.
And in light of the attack on the Kabul airport yesterday, one of the biggest concerns for these congressmen is the Biden administration's vetting process on these refugees coming into the country. They say they're worried that some refugees with terrorist ties might slip in. And tonight at 6, we'll hear from some of these representatives on what they think is the appropriate step forward after yesterday's attack and why they think the Biden administration isn't doing enough to get Americans out of Kabul on time. In Fort McCoy, Ward Jollis, 27 News.
The U.S. government is opening a mass COVID-19 vaccination site for arriving refugees near Dulles Airport. Thousands of Afghans who are escaping the Taliban are arriving at the airport near Washington, D.C. daily. A second mass vaccination site is expected to open for refugees who will be arriving at the Philadelphia International Airport.
In Wisconsin, vaccinations continue to move slowly upward. A little more than 54% of the state's population has received their first dose. 51% is fully vaccinated. Kids under 12 are still waiting for their chance to get the vaccine, and because of that, leaders in the Madison Metropolitan School District say they'll recommend a vaccination requirement for staff. The school board will discuss the issue Monday night at a special meeting. Superintendent Carlton Jenkins says a mandate is needed to protect the entire school community.
And let me say this, I don't do this lightly because I'm not one who would just make mandates. We have, as a group, and that's why you see all of us here together, we've studied this and we know the best path forward for our students, for our staff, and for our community.
No other school districts in Wisconsin have implemented a staff vaccine mandate, though it is under discussion in Milwaukee.
The CDC says more than 600,000 people have received their additional dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. The FDA authorized the third dose August 13th for people who are immunocompromised. The booster shots will be available for everyone starting the week of September 20th. If you're not immunocompromised, the shot is recommended 8 months after your second dose.
U.S. intelligence agencies are still divided on the origins of COVID-19. An unclassified summary of a review ordered by President Biden indicates 4 members of the U.S. intelligence community say with low confidence that the virus was transmitted from an animal to a human. A 5th agency believes with moderate confidence that the first human infection was linked to a lab. But analysts do not think the virus was developed as a bioweapon.
Wisconsin is seeing 8-month highs in both the number of new COVID-19 cases and COVID-19 hospitalizations. There are 865 patients statewide. That's the exact same number we saw on January 19th. Health officials reported 2,200 new cases.
The Federal Reserve says it will start dialing back ultra-low interest rate policies enacted during the pandemic as hiring improves. The move could lead to higher borrowing costs for mortgages, credit cards, and business loans. But there are concerns the Delta variant could create complications.
We will be carefully assessing incoming data and the evolving risks. Even after our asset purchases end, our elevated holdings of longer-term securities will continue to support accommodative financial conditions.
The Fed has been purchasing $120 billion a month in bonds to lower longer-term interest rates. The announcement means there will likely be a reduction of those purchases later this year.
We do have a major storm heading our way.
The Gulf Coast braces for Hurricane Ida, expected to make landfall in New Orleans in just days. The mandatory evacuation's underway.
Plus, Wisconsin Republicans ask for approval to bump up the cost of investigating the 2020 presidential election.
And Democrats and Republicans are in a battle over who will get to approve new voting maps in Wisconsin.
A great night's sleep starts on a new mattress from Skynoval. Get a queen Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress for only $67 per month when you use Skynoval's 60-month special financing. During our Labor Day sale, save up to $700 on all Tempur-Pedic adjustable base sets. Plus, get $300 in Steinhafels cash. And with free delivery and Steinhafels 120-night sleep guarantee, you can't make a mistake. Only at Steinhafels and Steinhafels.com.
Fry Construction is celebrating 26 years of providing excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by your neighbors and voted Best of Madison 2 years in a row. Best kitchen and bath design, best roofer. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself and save 26% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
New jets, new yachts, New hobbies. The ultra-rich got ultra-richer during the pandemic because Republicans in Congress have been working for them, protecting loopholes for tax-dodging billionaires instead of helping working people who'd benefit from a fair share tax plan that Republicans are trying to block. And Ron Johnson's one of them. The rich don't need new jets, but Wisconsin does need a new senator. MoveOn.org. Political action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Locally owned Stanley Steamer has been proudly servicing southwestern Wisconsin for over 30 years. Call Stanley Steamer today for your free quote and have 94% of allergens removed from your carpet this week.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Get the best appliance deals early at Furniture and Appliance Mart's Labor Day sale. Save up to half off Labor Day appliance specials while they last. Plus no interest financing for 18 months on all appliances with no minimum purchase. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
School is where dreams begin. It's where we start to see ourselves not as what we are, but as what we can become.
This year, as students head back to the classroom, we know you have questions, and 27 News has answers. Republicans who control the state legislature are asking for approval to spend up to $680,000 in taxpayer money on an investigation into the 2020 presidential election. A GOP-controlled committee will vote on the costs without holding a public hearing. The investigation, ordered by Assembly Speaker Robin Vos, was originally contracted for $44,000.
There are now 3 different lawsuits filed in the battle over who gets to approve the new set of voting maps in Wisconsin. Capitol Bureau Chief A.J. Bayatpour is here with what the arguments are and what we can expect if history is a guide. A.J.?
Now, Katie, every 10 years, the maps drawing up the districts for Wisconsin, for both Congress and the legislature, have to be redrawn. To draw those districts, you need the new census data to know where people are living. All of these lawsuits say the maps have to change because with the new census data coming out this summer, the current maps do not have an equal population in each district as law requires. Now, since it is highly unlikely Governor Evers and the GOP-controlled legislature will agree on a common set of maps, this will probably end up getting settled in court. The lawsuit filed by conservatives seeks to have the Wisconsin Supreme Court draw the maps if needed. 2 lawsuits by liberal groups say it should be federal judges doing the drawing.
Because reapportionment is a state function. Both the United States Supreme Court and the Wisconsin Supreme Court have recognized that under the United States Constitution, reapportionment is for the states.
The questions about the legality of a particular redistricting approach are largely the same everywhere. The federal courts have done this successfully in Wisconsin for decades.
As Jeff Mandel noted, in recent history, it's been the federal courts taking charge when Wisconsin has divided government and cannot agree on a new set of maps. The last time that happened was 20 years ago. Conservatives argue that even then, you can still go back more than 50 years. There have been times the state Supreme Court resolved redistricting disputes. Both sides argue this has to be taken care of in time for next year's midterm elections.
AJ, thank you. You can watch AJ's full interview on redistricting on Capital City Sunday. Other guests include State Senator Teston, who will talk about Fort McCoy, and U.S. Secretary of Energy Jennifer Granholm, who will discuss the budget blueprint passed by House Democrats and what it means for clean energy.
Well, once again, we are tracking severe weather and even a tornado warning in Iowa. These storms are moving in. Let's track it out after this.
Ashley Home Store's Labor Day sale starts now. Save up to 60% off holiday doorbusters like these while they last. And 5 years no interest financing with no minimum purchase. Pay less than $17 a month for a new room you'll love. Going on now at Ashley Home Store.
How do you use your energy? Hitting the ball farther than yesterday? Fielding whatever comes your way? Trying to shine as bright as the sun? At Alliant Energy, we bring more clean, renewable energy to our customers every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about each other. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we know the value of good quality footwear. That's why we always carry top brands of boots and shoes at affordable prices. And right now, get even greater savings during our fall footwear sale. Like all pairs of Skechers, buy one, get one half off. Save $70 on these men's Carhartt work boots, just $89.99. Select men's and women's rubber boots are also on sale. And these men's cat work boots are just $69.99.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Music, food vendors, a beer garden, a car show, and Maxwell Street days all in one day. For more information, contact the Dodgeville Chamber of Commerce.
It's easy to update your home at the Brothers Maine Labor Day Super Sale. Saving is easier on tons of great brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. And Maine makes getting more easier with up to 18 months of 0% financing. Want even more easy? Select items include free delivery through Monday. That's the More Store. The Labor Day Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more easy. Hurry in and see today at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Download the 27 Storm Track weather app today. Brought to you by Group Health Cooperative. You're watching WKOW 27 News at 5 with Amber Noggle, George Smith, and Chief Meteorologist John Ziegler. We've got you covered.
Ida is now a hurricane and has made landfall in Cuba.
By Sunday, the storm will be nearing the U.S. northern Gulf Coast. By that time, Ida is expected to reach major hurricane strength. The National Hurricane Center predicts it could become a Category 4. Parts of Louisiana, including New Orleans, are under a hurricane watch. Forecasters say Ida could hit the city the same day Hurricane Katrina made landfall there 16 years ago. Mayor LaToya Cantrell is calling for everyone who lives or works outside of the city's levee protection system to evacuate. Storm surge could reach 11 feet along the Gulf Coast south of New Orleans and 5 feet along Lake Pontchartrain.
This is the time to take action. Lower lining areas outside of the protection system, mandatory evacuation, voluntary evacuation for all others.
Governor John Bell Edwards has already declared a state of emergency in Louisiana.
Here in southern Wisconsin, we could see some storms, but it's looking pretty nice right here in Madison. Chief Meteorologist John Ziegler is tracking out who could see rain. Hey, JZ.
Hi, guys. Yeah, we're tracking now the warm front. Where's the warm front at? That's where we're going to be expecting the highest threat for storms. And you can see it clearly on temperatures. It's 87 in Madison. Now, usually you think about a higher temperature, you think, okay, yeah, that's going to bring me storms. Well, maybe, and we could see some isolated storms, but where you have the most important thing, the rotation, which keeps storms alive and develops storms, it's right north of Viroqua, right on Camp Douglas and Montello. That's going to be your highest threat for rain chances just because the boundary is situated there. Even though despite it being warm and very hot in Janesville, Monroe, I'm actually going to go lower threats. And you can already see that today from the earlier rains, higher amounts north of Madison. Baraboo picked up an inch earlier. You can see Fond du Lac 1.5 inches. Viroqua about an inch. And then you did see some pockets about 1/4 of an inch for Madison South. Even with that severe thunderstorm rolling through Madison, only saw about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch and less as it went down towards Janesville. As we're watching right now, we just got a tornado. Was that severe thunderstorm? No, that's tornado watch. Sorry, it's happening literally live on TV. Yellow means tornado watch, and that is for that area right there. And you can see we must have tornadoes starting to develop here. And I was looking at the new model runs, and they were starting to produce that cell moving into areas like Prairie du Chien and Richland Center. So that's going to be the new focus here tonight, and it is going to be moving in that direction. If it can get stronger, it could actually punch south a little bit more, and that would put Richland Center, Prairie du Chien, and let's say Grant County in the path of that possible tornado-warned storm. So we're going to be watching that this evening as we just got that tornado watch. I'm not able to see no blazes on it right now. We'll see when that is out but that just came on live TV. So this is what we're expecting, at least for rain chances tonight, just a chance for a storm. Madison and Janesville, only 20-30% chance. Much higher risks as you go west and as you go north. Prairie du Chien, 50%, Lone Rock, 50%, Baraboo, 50%, but even just north of Baraboo, the Dells area, 60-70, 80% in Camp Douglas and 80% in La Crosse. That's because the boundary is there. You'll also see the threats tonight. Madison south for the tornado threat is 0, nil. Baraboo to Madison is a low threat, but it's a little bit higher when you go to La Crosse, and you can see that's where we're seeing that tornado warning that we're going to be tracking here. Wind is a threat for everyone and hail, but they're still on the lower side. We'll be tracking that tornado, and you see it comes in here. This is the model run that I just saw pick this up, and it has it coming in around 6:30, 7:30, so that's the time frame we're going to be watching that cell. Should weaken as it comes through, but if that cell could make it through, it would be through Madison Baraboo at around 9:10. Then I think we're going to get a resurgence of rain to our north and maybe coming through the morning, and then as we go through Saturday, we'll start drying things out through the day. South wind, sunshine, hot. I'm actually pulling off rain chances during the day Saturday. So you see rain chances come up as we go to the late night hours tonight. Not numerous or scattered, just a few out there, but they could be severe. Then as we go to Saturday, low threats, very low threats during the entire day, and then they start coming back up. Not high, but scattered again into Sunday morning. This is a huge story tomorrow. 91 tomorrow with a 101 heat index, and I don't expect anything getting in the way of that. Sunday with the storms, that's where you get a little bit of relief at 86, but still scattered. I wouldn't necessarily bail on my plan Sunday. How about 73 tonight? Partly cloudy, muggy, 91 tomorrow. Heat indices in the low 100s. 95 on Sunday after your 91. Then we see just awesome weather. I think it's going to be great. Monday, maybe some passing showers or storms on Tuesday. But as we roll in September, it will feel like September. And I think we're hopefully saying goodbye to the sweltering heat for the year.
Well, I know we have busy weather, but it's just hard to imagine that there could be another hurricane on the same day as Katrina.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, not very severe, but we'll have to see.
It probably will be, unfortunately. So, you know, it's definitely something hopefully everybody's taking precautions with. We also got information that our tornado watch till 11 p.m. tonight.
Okay.
Okay, John, thank you.
Yep.
Right now, the resort region of the West is preparing for a wildfire emergency. Firefighters are battling a dozen large wildfires across California, including the Caldor fire, which is slowly pushing through the Sierra Nevada toward Lake Tahoe. More than 22,000 people are in the fire's path. So far, the fires destroyed 600 buildings while blanketing the West in unhealthy smoke. A new study finds a connection between air pollution and mental illness. Research published by the British Journal of Psychiatry shows exposure to higher levels of air pollution can increase the severity of mental illnesses like schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and depression. The study found patients were more likely to require treatment or hospitalization.
Labor Day is almost here, and when it comes to travel, many Americans are ready to get back out there. But with so many people unvaccinated against COVID-19, some travelers are concerned about their safety. Travel experts at Expedia say getting out of the house is still a possibility, but you have to be smart about what the rules and regulations are at your destination.
So things like mask mandates, testing requirements, or even proof of vaccinations now are all happening, and these things are changing by the day. So read up on this stuff before you book and then leading up to your trip to make sure nothing catches you off guard.
Travel experts say some of the most booked destinations for Labor Day weekend have been Las Vegas, Atlanta, and Denver, along with Mexico and the Caribbean for international trips. Next, a company that sells popular exercise equipment admits it's in hot water with federal investigators.
Thinking about replacing your asphalt roof? Check out Sweeto Metal Roofing for eye-catching styles, colors, and unmatched durability. We guarantee it will be your last roof.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Clean, safe, fun. I was hoping daytime care for Mom would be like that. Oh, Grace's new center is so nice. Now, caring for Mom is so much easier.
It's easier to manage my chemo side effects since a Grace Supportive Care came to see me. It was a Grace, but it wasn't hospice.
When you're ready for hospice, you want a Grace. They helped make my dad's last weeks comfortable, calm. It was beautiful.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
Ashley Home Store's Labor Day sale starts now. Save up to 60% off holiday doorbusters like these while they last. And 5 years no interest financing with no minimum purchase. Pay less than $17 a month for a new room you'll love. Going on now at Ashley Home Store.
Gruber Lofts is proudly serving the people of Wisconsin for over 30 years. If you've been injured, you need a trusted team on your side. Call Gruber Lofts, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
If you've been considering Botox or fillers, call Madison MediSpa and let our highly trained certified nurse injector answer your questions and provide a customized treatment that will give you confidence with natural looking results. See the difference at Madison MediSpa, downtown Wanakee.
Visit Oktoberfest in Wanakee September 17th to the 19th. Party with Pat McCurdy, the Happy Schnapps Combo, Madison County, and Polka. 100 plus beer taste, kids inflatables, and more. Visit Oktoberfest.com for schedule of events. Prost!
All Denny's pancakes are made to order with fresh buttermilk, but this month's Spotlight Stack is a patriot. Fresh, sweet, and full of freedom. New red, white, and blue pancakes. This month's Spotlight Stack. See you at Denny's.
Kids will be going through a lot of adjustments as they head back to school. Monday on Wake Up, why good sleep will be a major contributing factor in their success.
And Mark, I think many going to enjoy the forecast next work week. Milder with lower humidity. Details Monday morning.
At 27 News, our goal is to bring you a better perspective. Our commitment to covering your community starts on the ground, covering all the angles, from breaking news to incredible views. We've got you covered.
A lot of you have this equipment at home. The government wants more information from Peloton about its treadmill injuries. The company says it has been subpoenaed by the Department of Justice and the Department of Homeland Security. Back in May, Peloton recalled both its Tread and Tread Plus treadmills after one child died and 70 people were injured. That came about a month after the Consumer Product Safety Commission issued a warning about those products.
More than 200,000 hoverboards are being recalled because they can start on fire. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says the recall affects Hovertrack's 2.0 hoverboards made by Razor USA. They were sold between September 2016 and August of 2017 at Walmart, Target, Toys R Us, and online.
52,000 pounds of chicken salad and dip products are being recalled due to possible plastic contamination. The ready-to-eat chicken salads and dips were made on August 10th by Willow Tree Poultry Farm in Massachusetts. So far, there haven't been any reports of injuries. We've heard of emotional support dogs, but how about pigs? Next, how this cutie is helping first responders get the job done.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Skynovel's Labor Day sale is happening now. Get the best deals on the area's largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses. Start with store-wide savings of 35 to 50%, and then take advantage of great bonus buys like a Queen Beauty Rest mattress, just $349. This sofa, only $499. A queen bed, $699. A 5-piece dining set, now $799. Get these great deals and more in-store or at steinhoffels.com.
Cardinal View Senior Living in Middleton is the next level of luxury. Enjoy modern apartments, spacious common areas, and outdoor balconies. Our amenities are designed to help you live life to the fullest.
Call Cardinal View and ask about our grand opening specials.
Whoever made this weird nugget gave up hope. But whoever made Arby's new 100% chicken breast nuggets really cares. A lot. The most. 2 for $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
Locally owned Stanley Steamer has been proudly servicing southwestern Wisconsin for over 30 years. Call Stanley Steamer today for your free quote and have 94% of allergens removed from your carpet this week.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Get the best mattress deals early at Ashley Home Store's Labor Day sale. Skip the line to save up to 65% off mattress doorbusters like these. Plus, up to 6 years no-interest financing means you pay less than $20 a month on luxury mattresses like these. Going on now at Ashley Home Store.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Tonight, after the terror attack at Kabul airport with U.S. service members injured and killed, what happens now? From the withdrawal deadline to retaliation, with so much at stake. World News Tonight with David Muir is the #1 program on television.
Congratulations, 27 News, for winning Best Evening Newscast.
Coming up tonight, right after World News, a fanny pack full of money is returned to its original owner. Tony Galley previews how authorities reunited that person with $10,000.
I'm Tony Galley on Madison's East Side. We previously told you about a community member here stumbling across $10,000 stuck in a sock inside a fanny pack. Well, that person turned the money in, and it sat for weeks. But that's now changed. And coming up tonight in 27 News at 6, an explanation for how this valuable cargo was lost in the first place.
Finally at 5, move over Dalmatians. It's a little baby pig who's taking the spotlight at a New York City firehouse in Brooklyn. Penny the fire pig is 3 months old, and she is awfully cute. She was adopted by firefighter Darren Harris. Penny provides emotional support for the firefighters, and she's become a bit of a local celebrity, with many people stopping by to snap pictures with her and feed her snacks. Penny will likely be about 50 pounds when she is fully grown, so making room for Penny.
Penny the pig.
Only 50?
50 pounds.
So it's a little one.
Well,
tiny pig.
That's a pretty good-sized pig.
Pint-sized pig.
Pigs get big, you know?
Not Penny.
All right. We do have some updates here. I want to give you an update on the tornado watch. That is going to be, we have had a few more counties added. This now includes Adams, Juneau, Sauk, Lafayette, and Iowa County, with Richland, Crawford, and Grant. This is till 11 o'clock. You see that tornado warning right now, producing a tornado about 100 miles from the border. We'll be tracking that here tonight.
Okay, we'll keep track of that, and we'll see you back here at 6 o'clock.